My aim for the 2015 season is to start off pretty much like we did last year, finish on the podium at the first round. We actually had, I think, 7 podiums at the first 9 races, so you know we can go one step better than that this year. I think try and get some more wins at the start of the year and really build up the podium credits. Last year was blighted with an injury midway through, but this season, you know, I want to try and keep that clean, keep the bike upright, just push from the start, and you know, and fight for the championship. You know, that's our main aim. My boss has employed me to win the championship, and I've signed up with them to win the championship. So that's our aim. I'm sure it's the same for everybody else out here, but that's my main focus, and that's what's keeping me driven.
The aim for 2015 is obviously to make the showdown, to get my first podium and to try and win races for JG Speedfit Kawasaki. We want to be in the fight for the championship come the final round.
The only way I think I could improve on my performance last season was just getting a bit more speed out the bike. We lacked quite a bit of horsepower, I think, at the top. Really struggled to pass some of the guys, especially Shaky in the races. I could sit with him for the whole race and couldn't really make a pass unless it was a lunge. But we fixed that this year. We've gone to Frank Raffle Development's got a faster engine. We've made improvements on the bike, on the chassis, and in myself I'm just hungrier. You know, I think I performed at my best last year. We were second in the championship, leading the race before the accident, and you know, like I say, I think we could do the same thing again, just without the crash, and just push for the wins. My low point of last season was smashing into the tyre wall at Brands Hatch at about 140 mile an hour and snapping my hip. Like I say, out of leading the race, you know, it was that turning point in the season for us where all of a sudden we'd gone from pretty much a 90% podium record up until that point to all of a sudden everything was gone, you know, and it was a split second. Pretty ironic, the movie Superbiker was named Split Second, and it's so true, you know, everything does happen in a tiny fraction of a second. So yeah, that was my low point definitely, and we want to try and put that to the back of my mind now and just move forward and like I said, keep pushing for those race wins.
This is a clean start with a fresh team, and we've got a great package to fight for the championship. You know, I can improve in certain areas, and I think the level of the team is very high. So I'm looking forward to the first round and seeing what we can do. This
is the first year for me in British Superbikes. I've been with the same team twice. It's under a different name, but it's exactly the same team. We just have a new sponsor, JG Speedfit. But the bike essentially is my bike from last year with just improvements. So there's no reason why we shouldn't hit the ground running. Testing for us in Spain was really good. So yeah, it's going to be a positive start. Donington Park. There was a lot of young blood out there, new bikes. You know, it's going to be difficult to run at the front, but for us, we want to hit the ground running and just push from the very word go. First week practice, try and stay at the sharp end for the full weekend. I'm the current lap record holder at Donington, and I'd like to improve on that, and also, like I say, be on the podium and fight for the win. That is why we're here, that's why the team's here, and I'm looking forward to being in a position where we can do that.